Hi. Long time no see. Let me go tweet this. My tweet got something happened, so one sec, I have to fix it. Okay. Okay, great. So, like I said, long time no see, but also in the title, this is tea chatting number two. Oh, wow, guys, I'm always so shocked that you guys are here. Okay, first off, Mong Mong, hi to you too. Ashley, I shouldn't even be surprised anymore. Ashley, so nice to see you here too. Angela, I didn't think you would be here, but Angela, wow, so great to see all you guys again. This is like weird timing in terms of with everyone if it matches with your time. So because right now, so Korea, it is October 21st, 2021, 6:48 p.m. So usually around this time, like time zones are like super weird for everyone. So but anyways, but I'm here at this time because this is the only time that I could come do a live before all the radio shows happen. So, there's Idol Radio at 8 p.m. and then Midnight Idol at 10 p.m. So, yeah, the only time I could come is now. But also, I kind of have nothing to do. So that's kind of why I'm doing this live right now. I have nothing to do while I'm waiting for the radio shows to start. So I thought, well, it's been a while since I did a live video. So let's do another tea chatting time. So this is tea chatting number two. So I made my own tea for today. So if you were here for tea chatting number one, it was a mess with waiting for my tea to arrive via delivery, but no, I made my own tea today and it's really good. I'm drinking raspberry tea leaf. Wait, it's called raspberry leaf tea. If you guys ever heard of it, it is so good for women, especially. Just want to put that out there. For women is really good for you. So raspberry leaf tea. It's very good. So that's the tea I'm drinking for today. And yeah, if any of you guys are like our current customers or will be future customers, if you guys have any questions about anything relating to my case number business, of course, feel free to ask now anytime. Or if you guys just want to chat about anything like spilling tea about whatever stuff is out there right now in the world, whatever, we could talk about that now. But yeah, this will only last for about an hour until Idol Radio starts. So yeah, let's chat, guys, about anything really. Mm. So Angela says, I'm working. Oh, but we'll still hear you. Okay. Is it okay to stream a live while working as long as it's okay? Or maybe you're working from home. I don't know, but as long as you're okay, Angela, great to hear. So yeah, you could just listen or contribute to any discussions whenever you want. Mong Mong says, I'm so glad that you're making your own tea. Yes, Mong Mong. Yeah, you were here during tea chatting number one, that disaster that happened to me. Yes, I am glad as well. Yeah, I made my own tea for today's tea chatting time. Correct indeed. So it seems like none of you guys are our current customers now that I think about it. So unless you have questions about future things that I can do while I'm on break. So yeah, if you guys are not aware, or I don't even know who, whatever. So maybe like the other customers will watch this video later. So I am still on break. I am not going off break anytime soon because I am getting my second vaccine shot very soon. So this is actually the last video I will do before I get my second shot, and then I'll be fully vaccinated. So that's super exciting. But I'm prepared for like whatever side effects I might have after the second shot. So I just want to still like take it easy and see what happens. So right now I'm like really not so busy with work, which I'm really enjoying in all honesty. So it's been really great. But there are exceptions that I do have of what kind of orders I could do in the future. So I do still have people that ask me every so often, like I'm their only what's the word I'm looking for? I'm their only way to get this item that they want. So I totally understand. So people, of course, can still ask me anytime. If I'm like your only, way to get these items that you want, of course, still ask me, and then I'll let you know honestly if I can help you or not. But usually these days, because I'm not so busy, I usually could help you as long as it's an order that I can do. So yeah, so that's sometimes I've been doing that these days, and but yeah, I'm still good. Yeah, so hopefully second vaccine shot will go okay, and I don't know what I'll do after. I'll have this feeling of like, wow, I'm fully vaccinated, but I don't want to think that I can go out freely because COVID is still not over anywhere. Like sadly, it's still really high COVID cases in Korea, especially in Seoul, and I live in Seoul, so that's not very good. But at least still it's nice to feel that I'm fully vaccinated, and we'll see what will happen in the future. So, guys, still stay safe out there, and hopefully this pandemic will end soon. Yeah, yeah. Ashley says, yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and then Angela says you are their only dealer. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm the only person that they have to help. Yeah, exactly. That's one thing. Is dealer the right word? But yeah, I guess that's kind of how I am. Correct. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. And then Momo says, make sure to eat before having the second shot. 100% right. Yeah, I will make sure to prepare for that. The My appointment for my second shot is in the afternoon, so for sure I'll make sure I eat like a good breakfast, and like, I don't know, just feel good. And also I'm gonna sleep well before I get the vaccine shot. So yeah, so that's why, like I said, that's why I need to take a break during this time to prepare for all my vaccine shots. And yeah, thank you for the advice. So hopefully I'll be okay. And yeah, yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have any stories about how you were during your second shot? But then I've been asking so many of my friends and relatives, who already got their second shot, and every person I talked to has a different story. Like some didn't get side effects, some got really serious side effects. It's like so crazy. So I can't really guess how I would be, but I just will prepare for every possibility that can happen. And the worst that can happen is like if I get super sick and I have to go to the hospital. That's like really, really rare. But I don't know anyone that had that, but I read in the news some people had that. But seriously, hopefully I'm not, a super rare case, and that I'll just go through the normal things. So yeah, yeah, that's my hope. What else? Okay, so if most of us are Monbib here, I assume we are, but like so many things are happening with Monster X and also Wano. Okay, there's so many things happening. So if you guys like want to talk about, so first off, didn't they announce it today? I feel like it was today, right? That Monster X English language album, basically. So they announced that it's gonna be released in December, but pre-order starts tomorrow. I'm like, is this normal? That pre-order is so early, but hey, I mean, we have so much time to like prepare our money and then buy it before it gets released in December, right? So I guess it's not a terrible thing, but yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, yeah, okay, great. So the thing is, it's being sold in USA, so I'm pretty sure no USA customers will ask me for help. I'm pretty sure you guys should order it on your own in USA or North America in general, right? But then if anyone like wants my help, where like, because I personally will be buying the albums, of course, but I'll be asking my USA family to help me with this. So like they will buy it for me, and then it gets shipped to them, and then ship it to me in Korea. So I am curious, like if people want my help with, if like you live in Korea or you know someone in Korea or even Asia in general, if you want to like jump on with me to like do the order where like I buy it in USA but then ship it to me in Korea. I don't know. I'm not gonna announce it because I'm still on break, so I can't announce these things because I know like then so many people will be asking me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't handle this right now. But yeah, on YouTube video, since there's so little of you guys that watch it. But I'm just curious, yeah, if any of you guys are watching this and you want my help with any of the Monster X USA albums and shipping to me in Korea, and I could ship it to you within Asia, maybe these are the people that would benefit more from this. But I don't know, who knows? But yeah, if any of you guys want my help, of course feel free to ask me. I just can't announce it, but yeah, feel free to ask me if you do want my help with these things. But yeah, but I don't know. The thing is, I did not buy the the first English language album that Monster X did, All About Love. So I didn't buy it, and I have my personal reasons why I didn't buy it. I don't want to cause a debate about it, but I have my personal reasons. I didn't want to buy it, so this will technically be my first time buying their USA album, and this is actually an album that I do want to buy. So yeah, so I'm interested. That's the thing, I'm interested, but it's a long way. I have to buy it in my USA address first, and then ship to me in Korea. But I mean, it's worth it. It'll be worth it. So I want to make sure it goes to their album sales and the ranking, Billboard ranking and stuff. So that's why I want to do that. And so yeah, so that's gonna happen, and then Wano Japanese single or album. I'm not too sure about it, but it's going to be dropping next week. Very, very interesting. But I'm usually not too interested in their Japanese things, but I still do support it in terms of like digital. But I don't think I ever really want to buy the physical album. But I'm still thinking about it. Who knows? Depends on how I'm feeling. So that's gonna happen. And then Monsta X Korean album. So the Korean comeback, it's gonna happen like late November. At least their goal is late November, but no date is really what is set in stone yet. Yeah, they didn't say the official date, but they're hoping it'll be end of November. So they are so busy. So yeah, Korean comeback album late November, and then English album like mid-December, and then then they'll go to Jingle Ball, and then they have the North America tour starting in January. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're so busy. But then also, I'm just very curious, when are these members going to go to the military enlistment? Because that surely is going to happen soon. But I personally am not It's very confusing. In my opinion, it's very, very confusing if they are even, if their deadline to enlist in the military is coming up soon, or do they have like special exemptions because they have like this whole schedule happening. I'm not too sure, but just recently I just been hearing many singers that were born in 1993 and even 1994 where they enlisted in the military already because they said their deadline has arrived. So they didn't choose to enlist early. They said it's because this is their deadline, so they already enlisted and they're, born in 1993 and 1994. So just makes me very curious. Very, very curious, but we have to wait and see. So guys, always prepare no matter what. Anything will happen at any moment. So okay, let me read you guys comments, and there are like so many more things that's happening in the K-pop news. Uh Angela says, I felt like I was hit by a truck. Do you mean the second shot vaccine? Is that what you mean, Angela? It really hit you like a truck? No way. No way. I've never heard such an experience before, but if you want to explain more about it, please let me know. Momon says, for me, the second shot effect isn't that bad. Ooh. Okay, good to know. So I don't know if you were here, Momon, when I talked about it, but when I got my first shot, and I got Pfizer, by the way. So my first Pfizer shot, it was not that bad for me. It was just a sore arm. I was a little bit sleepy, and that was it. So then I'm thinking, will I have the opposite thing where like first shot was not that bad, but then second shot it could be worse than that. So I'm not sure. Yeah. So yeah, I'll let you guys know next time after I get the shot and recover how I am. Yeah. Momo says, yes, English album. Yeah. Are they also selling it from Korean website or only from USA website and offline store? Yeah. So here's the thing. I mean, I saw on Twitter, like someone made a very, very detailed guide about it. So the thing is like Korean website stores, here in Korea. So I could buy it from a Korean website store, but the thing is it won't be counted towards the USA Billboard ranking things, which is very important for an English album, right? So I mean that's what I assume is what fans are saying is most important, is that to make sure that you're buying the album that will count towards the USA ranking thing. So if I buy it in a Korean website, it will not count towards the USA ranking because it's technically bought overseas, and yeah, it just wouldn't count. So that's very, very unfortunate to hear, So since I do have a USA address, with my family still living there, I thought, I could just do it. Is no problem. I would buy it in USA, ship to my USA address, and then have them ship it to me in Korea, even though it would be more expensive. But I think that's more worth it to make sure that my album counts towards their Billboard ranking thing. So that's what I heard through the grapevine, of Twitter, and that this is what we should do, right? So yeah. So if you guys want more advice about that, go ahead and ask me. But I'm just basing this only on that Twitter like very detailed guide about how exactly to buy the albums to make sure that it does count towards the ranking stuff. Ashley says Hyungwon drama too. Yes, I did see that news. I remember Ashley is a Hyungwon fan, right? So yes, his drama is going to be dropping maybe next month, if I remember correctly. Right? I just remember it was like in a few weeks from now. So not super soon, but in a few weeks from now. Yes. So we can look forward to that. Finally, we can watch this drama of his because he spent like all summer filming it. And yeah, hopefully it is a good drama. In all honesty, I'm keeping my expectations super low because Hyungwon is not like a trained actor, but he acts okay. No, he acts okay, but still he's not like super trained. And then the other people that he's working with, I don't know if they are trained actors either. I'm not too sure. But also the storyline, I'm also still not sure. Is it really an interesting storyline? So again, low expectations, but I am gonna watch it only because Hyungwon is in it. So that's all I'm gonna be doing. And then maybe we could talk about it later. Like I don't know if it'll have English subtitles, but I saw that it's gonna be on Viki website. If I remember correctly, Viki does have English subtitles. So I think it should have subtitles, right? So hopefully when we talk about the drama, you guys would already know what is about with English subtitles. Hopefully, I want to think it will. I want to think so. But yeah, I mean, I'll be also just FYI, I will be honest. If I don't like the drama, I'm gonna be honest about it. But I'll still watch it only because Hyungwon is in it, though. So just FYI, that's how I am. Angela says, with the second shot, my body felt very heavy and my articulations my articulations and bones hurt. No way. Angela, did you get Pfizer? By the way, I'm curious which brand you got, but wow, that's interesting. So this is my first time hearing someone have this kind of side effect, but hey, it wasn't you didn't go through like a terrible time. Like was it just, sore and yeah, like you said, felt like you got hit by a truck, but it wasn't like super bad that you like I'm just curious, like on a scale of like 1 to 10, 10 being super bad, like how wasn't. Man, I hope I don't get anything that serious. I mean, I'm not saying like yours is like super serious. At least I hope it's not. But yeah, this is my first time hearing of this kind of side effect. So yeah, yeah, Angela, do explain more. Oh, yeah, sorry, Angela. Hope you can explain more for me later. But Sylvia is here. Wow, Sylvia, totally surprised that you're here. So welcome, Sylvia. Um, Agabib, I'm shocked you're here. Agabib, hello. Hope you're doing well. Agabib, actually, I'm so glad you're here because I remember that we talked about this previously. Is that you were excited because Youngjae, who is your ultimate bias, right? Youngjae from GOT7, he did Midnight Idol with Giyeon and IM, and I was wondering if you liked it. And then here's the thing: today, Idol Radio with Juhani and Hyungwon, Youngjae is also going to be there too, right? Oh my gosh, like so many Youngjae with Monsta X. But I did watch it. Yeah, Youngjae with Gion and IM, and I thought the interview was pretty good. I mean, I learned some new things that I didn't know about. So I'm trying to remember. I remember watching it, and I was thinking, oh, I need to ask Aga Bibi this if ever I see her in the next live. But then I can't remember it for now. But I think it'll come to my memory later. So Aga Bibi, like let me know, what did you think about the radio shows? Mongmong says, so it'll be counted on Billboard if we buy it from USA, right? Okay, the shipping tax is so expensive. Right. So Mongmong, what I am aware of is that you need to buy it in USA, but then it must be shipped to a USA address. So it also doesn't really count if you buy it from a USA website, but then they have to ship to you internationally. Apparently, that doesn't count in the rankings. Like, I don't know if this is all true. Like, I really want to believe the Monbebes that did their research that this is all true, but I personally don't know if really it's true or not. But that's apparently not going to count if you ship it to a non-USA address. Yeah, I know, right? So, but again, I'm not too sure about it, but I'm just gonna play it safe and just have it just buy it in USA, ship to my USA address, and then hopefully surely it will count towards the ranking. But yeah, but if you guys don't have a USA address and you want to like combine shipping with me, I totally don't mind. So that's why I'm only saying this on a YouTube video. If you guys want my help in anything, but also maybe combine shipping with me if you live in Asia or maybe even Europe. I mean, it depends on you guys if it's worth the shipping fee. But yeah, so if you guys want to combine with me or something, let me know. Hopefully it'll be worth it. But also, again, I'm not entirely sure, is this really true? Like, it has to be to a USA address in order to count for the Billboard ranking. So yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe. So that's just my thing. Marcellus, nice to see you here again. Marcellus says attending the 10 concert. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, so I mentioned this in like past lives, but I will not be going to 10's concert in Seoul, and I live in Seoul. If anyone is new here, so yeah, I live in Seoul, and I wish I can go. Like, of course I can go, but the thing is, like, COVID is still not doing well in Korea, so I find it kind of surprising that they are going to allow concerts now. I think they're the Korean government. I think they're thinking, since most of the country is vaccinated. I think we're at 60 percentage of people fully vaccinated in the whole country of Korea. I think it's around 60%. So I think they say, like, once we reach a certain percentage of people that are already fully vaccinated, that they would allow like concerts and whatever big like gatherings and stuff. But for me, like I just told you guys, I'm going to get my second shot in a few days, like very, very soon. Okay, so I would only be newly fully vaccinated, right? And one of those concerts is going to be in mid-November. So I don't know, I just really want to play it safe. So I personally, like, I care more about my health than enjoying a concert. And still, because I still think it's just so early, so maybe down the road, maybe in a year or two, I would feel more comfortable to go to a concert. And if, like, COVID cases will drop more once. I don't know when that would happen, but if everyone is mostly vaccinated, it should go down soon, right? But anyways, yeah. So I still think it's way too early right now for me to go to a concert. Risking my health, but also the health of everyone that's around me. So yeah. So I can't take that risk. And as much as I want to see one of those concerts, it's his first concert like ever since becoming a solo artist. So I do, of course, feel super sad, and it's also even more sad that the concert is not going to have a live stream. I don't know what's going on with Highline or Starship, who decided that it should not be a live stream. I don't know. But then maybe they're going to sell a DVD for it one day. Probably. So yeah, I'll probably just buy the DVD, and I don't think I have to go see it in person. But yeah, hopefully in a year or two will be when I feel comfortable to go to a big like gathering in person, but definitely not now. So yeah, so that's just me. I know many fans out there, they're all gonna go to his concert, and they definitely don't think as like me, like caring more about my health and safety more. But anyways, it's okay, to each their own. So yeah, that just letting you know, this is me personally. I will not go to Wano's concert, but I hope that in the future, once things get better, I'll be able to go to a concert either of Wano or Monster X. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Um Melissa's here. Wow, Melissa, long time no see. Hi there. Angela says, "Oh, I got Moderna." Oh, okay. So I got Pfizer. So your reaction was from Moderna. Interesting. So thankfully, she said, thankfully it was only bad for a couple hours. Oh, thank goodness. I was fine the next day. Oh, thank goodness. So yours wasn't super serious, but then for a couple hours you were suffering a lot, sadly. But that's so interesting. So, I only know my father got Moderna, and then one of my other Korean friends got Moderna. So these are the only two people that I know within my circle that got Moderna. And so they both got side effects from Moderna, but nothing like super serious. It was like very common, like getting the fever and being sick a few days. So but it's very interesting. So far, every person that I know that got Moderna, and now Angela, who seem to have these kind of side effects. Like, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but then people are saying that the Moderna vaccine is the best one out of all the vaccines. But I don't know how exactly you can judge what exactly is the best vaccine. All the vaccines are good, okay? Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson, AstraZeneca, they're all good, okay? It's all good, at least to get vaccinated, okay? But then I don't know, but then Johnson these days, like there's just so many debate about Johnson, and I do know some people that got the Johnson vaccine. I just wonder, I mean, it's okay as long as you're vaccinated is most important. Okay, so let's not talk about the brand, but it just seems just all over the place. How the brand's effect is on every person's body, but as long as you're vaccinated is most important. Okay, no matter the brand. So as long as everyone is vaccinated, and you won't suffer many things if you catch COVID. But yeah. But anyways, don't catch COVID. Hopefully not. And so Aga Baby says, yes, I loved it. Okay, I assume you did. Yeah, and I had questions. Man, I had questions. I want to ask you because I am not aware of GOT7 things. So I remember I had questions. Okay, I just remembered, Aga Baby. I do have a question for you as since sorry, I'm getting notifications to my phone, but they're nothing related to Moss X. So it's all good. Okay, so I think I remember one question to ask you is that GOT7. So after they left JYP, but they for some reason can still say that they are GOT7, right? So did they win? Not win, but did they agree with JYP that they can still use the name GOT7? So like for example, Sistar, after they left Starship, they can't really say that they were from Sistar. They have to only use their name, but not really say that anything regarding Sistar or something. But then when I watched that interview with Youngjae, and he was able to say like yeah, all the GOT7 things, and he even says that the fans, he still calls them Agase, the fandom name of GOT7, so he could still use that name, so meaning that he could still use the idea of like GOT7, and then the official fandom name Agase. I just thought it was so interesting. So I'm wondering, is that really okay for GOT7 members to do? I mean, they can still like you know have that identity. So I just thought that was so interesting. I've never seen a group that left their company able to still use the names that they used in that company. You know what I mean? Aga Baby, do you know what I mean? So I hope my question was understandable. So let me know. And I'm very curious about it. So let me know, Aga Baby. Sylvia says, listening to your live while doing work. That's so interesting. So Sylvia and also Angela, you guys are working, but then able to join this live. As long as you guys are okay and your boss doesn't know anything, that's all good. So good to know, Sylvia, and really happy to see you here. Aga Baby says, I laughed so loud when Youngja put just one star at the end. What? Okay, I'm trying to remember that. Why did he only put one star? Why? So wait, I thought he filled in all the stars. Well, actually, no, I can't remember. No, I don't take my explain to me again, Aga Baby. Sadly, I can't really remember it. So explain to me. Melissa says, I got the Pfizer. Okay. And the first one was pretty okay, just a sore arm. But the second one, I felt sick and tired and just overall heavy for a couple days afterwards. No kidding. Melissa, thank you for your story. So I wonder, will I be the same as you? Because yeah, like I said, my first shot with Pfizer, I was also fine, just a sore arm and everything felt good, like nothing super serious. But then the second shot, you felt worse. Wow. Interesting. That's so interesting. So Yeah, I might be like that. Yeah, I might be like so thank you for your story. And then I just really I'm just gonna prepare for anything after I get the second shot. So if you don't hear from me from a couple days, I would just be probably recovering from vaccine shot and whatever and making sure I'm okay. So yeah, I mean I hopefully I'll be okay. Hopefully, but I'll definitely in the next live that I do after this one, it will most likely be after I got my vaccine, and I'll let you guys know what happens to me. But hopefully, surely, I'll be okay. Yeah. Rike is here. Oh my gosh, hi Rike. She says hi there. I'm eating lunch right now. Great. Yeah, have a good lunch. Rike says, "Oh, so you won't attend his tour?" Yeah, right, right. Wait, Wano's gonna have a tour? No, he's not, right? Wait, okay, wait. So Eric Nam, right, right. Eric Nam announces tour in Europe, and I like some of his songs. So I'm thinking of going in 2022. Awesome. So I did see news about that, and that Eric Nam, he is going all over the place. Like I'm shocked, but I mean, good for him if he's able to do all these concerts safely. So yeah, he's going to be doing North America and Europe. I think those are the only two big continents. They're both continents. What I mean by big, anyways, they're both so the only two continents that he will be performing at, and then he said he's gonna have like more dates later for like other places or something. So yeah, Eric Nam is going pretty pretty hardcore. Yeah. So I'm just very shocked to see that. But he's so far the only K-pop artist that I can think of that's really going like all out for it. So yeah, MX has like their kind of like North American tour. I guess it's not really a world tour. So they have a North American tour schedule. And then I saw that BTS was doing like a few days kind of concert thing in only California, it looked like. So yeah, so they're doing like baby steps, and then I wonder when the other K-pop groups may do these things. But I haven't heard news of any other K-pop groups going overseas yet. But I'm pretty sure slowly they're all gonna do it. But the thing is, guys, COVID is not over yet. So I'm still a little bit concerned. Um yeah, I mean, I'm still concerned. I mean, I'm glad like everyone's vaccinated, of course, but you can still catch COVID even if you're vaccinated if you're not careful. So I mean, it's still not ideal that you still catch COVID. But I mean, you'll be fine if you catch COVID because you're vaccinated. But I mean, it's still sad. I'll still be sad if I hear news of anyone catching COVID. So um yeah, so I'm still concerned, and that's all why I personally am not gonna go. I just don't want to catch COVID like at all. So I'm just gonna wait until things get better, but hopefully everyone will be okay. And if you guys are gonna go to the concerts, of course, stay safe and hope that everything goes well. So yeah. So Rike says so you won't attend the tour, right? So I'm not leaving Korea anytime soon. So I won't be going to any places that are overseas. And yeah, I even though I live in Korea, I'm not gonna go to any concerts in Korea unless maybe it's like 10 people attending. But what are the chances of that happening? And so if it's something like really small, like 10 people, I would be okay with going, but definitely not anything super big, like more than 10. I gives me anxiety just thinking about it. So I'm not gonna be doing that, but we'll see in a year or two when things get better. Hopefully, I would love to go see them in person soon. Agabeb says yes, they can. Oh, she's answering my question. Okay, the leader JB did all the work of copyrights. Oh, and JYP are okay with them using their name. Wow. And she says thank God. Yeah, thank good. Wow, JB. First off, JB, thank you so much for your hard work. Oh, he's that's so sweet to hear. So they own all the copyrights then to the GOT7 name and still able to call their fandom Agase, right? Is that what that's so touching. That's so touching. But sadly, like all the members are in different companies. So like what like do they say anything of like reuniting as a group again as GOT7 and then making a new album and promoting as GOT7 again? Like do they say that that's gonna happen one day after they finish their solo things or something? Or I don't know. So I'm curious, how's that working out then? Aga Bebe, hopefully you can answer me. If again, I'm not sure if my question makes sense, but if you're able to answer me, thank you so much. Okay. Melissa says they legal. So Melissa also answering for me. They legally own the GOT7 brand. Whoa, if I remember correctly, yeah, that's basically what Aga Bibi told me. Yeah, they're signed onto Warner Music Korea as GOT7. No way, I did not know that. Okay. As well as their individual companies. Okay. Oh, that's very exciting. Okay, that's very exciting to know. Wow. Oh, that's very cool. Aga Bibi says, I think their relationship with the company is still good. That's really shocking to hear. Yeah, so they all didn't want to stay with JYP, like, they didn't reach to an agreement, so they don't really have, like, great feelings with their, old company, but they're still in good standing. Is really good, especially, like, JYP allowing them to have the rights to GOT7 and, still can say Agase. Wow, that's very exciting. And then Agabe says, "That's right, Melissa. Great." Momong says, "I have to go now." It's okay. Thanks for even joining, Momong. She says, "I need to make dinner for my family. You go and have a good dinner with your family." She says, "Bye. I'll join again after I finish it. No problem." And maybe I might have left because I'm gonna be leaving before 8 p.m. for Idol Radio. But if no matter when or how, Momo always thanks for joining. And she says, "Have a nice day, everyone. You too. Have a good day." Rike says, "Did you already talk about the new English album? The song title sounds so good." I briefly talked about it, but then okay, or and then Rike talked about other stuff. Okay, I'll just answer one at a time. So, yes, I did talk about that briefly. Like there are so many new things happening with Monsta X. Like we already know they've been busy for a while, and like I assume it's because they were preparing for the Korean comeback, which will be happening next month. But not only that, they're also preparing for the English album and preparing for the tour and performing and stuff. So they are now very, very busy. And so I'm curious, how are they still able to do their radio shows? But they're doing okay, it seems. But then that goes in turn with, like, we found out yesterday that Minhyuk is going to stop doing Vogue Sheep Show, which is so sad. When I was watching it yesterday and then he announced at the end that next week will be the last show, I almost felt like crying, but I was like, no, not right now. I can't be crying now. But let's talk about that later. But I was very, very sad to hear that. But except for Minhyuk, like everyone else are still gonna do radio shows because they just started like a month or two ago. So I assume they're not gonna end anytime soon. But they're gonna be super busy December, January, and February. So maybe they actually might end their radio show soon too. But even though it's only been a few months, I don't know. But I should just prepare. You guys prepare too. Like maybe their radio shows are gonna end soon, which is again is gonna make me so sad. So it's yeah. So I mean lots and lots of things are happening. Anyways, one thing at a time. Okay, so the English album, yeah. The titles are very, very interesting. That's all I have to say. So you know what? If we think about the All About Love album and the titles, like they also were kind of questionable, but I didn't think the second album would be even more questionable. Like I feel like these titles are so much more questionable, but I but I want to believe the songs, the way that they're made, it might be similar to how All About Love was. I don't want to think they're making anything super different. So I feel like maybe they're like doing like version 2 basically. It's the second album and they kind of like upgraded it. So that's why the titles are even weirder. And then, except the way that they make their music, it might be like similar, but like a different version of the same. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's probably what's going on. And so someone wrote on Fan Cafe. So I always appreciate it if like these random things happen, but hopefully Wano doesn't do a live. Okay, if you guys know, yeah, Wano, he's been doing so many V lives every single day. I can't believe it. So hopefully he doesn't suddenly do a V live. Please, Wano, don't. And then yeah, but anyways, so Gian posted this photo, which is it's a hanbok style brooch. I think we call it a brooch. I think so. So yeah, so like that kind of I don't know what to call it except a brooch. So this is like yeah, very like it's a Korean style made brooch that you would put on like your hanbok, the Korean traditional outfit. But you can also put it on your modern day clothes if you want, but it's just kind of like doesn't really match, right? So it matches better if you're wearing something like hanbok, a Korean outfit kind of stuff. And so he wrote the comment here, just very pretty. Yeah, I agree. How pretty is that, right? Super pretty. Yeah. So this is probably one of the things that they wore. If you guys saw that the K-pop World Festival thing where they like performed in front of a Korean palace, yeah. So I think those are probably this photo is probably at that time when they were wearing it because it matched with being in front of a Korean palace. It was very pretty. So I really appreciate the thought and effort into that. So anyways, okay. Gion always interrupting us. I feel like Gion has interrupted my lives the most, which is very interesting. Okay, so back to our original topic. So yeah, the English album. Yeah, so that's my guess based on how the titles are. Yeah, but we'll see. I will love for us to talk about it later once it's released in December. So long away, but once it's released and we could talk about the songs and how we think about it. But I'm very, very curious for sure how it's gonna be. Yeah, okay, then I'll go into the next comment. Okay, so then Rike says, a Coldplay concert happened here weeks ago. Ooh, and people had to be vaccinated, of course. And get a recent PCR test. Right. So they are testing how we can make concerts go right. Okay, yeah. That's how I see happen the most. Yeah. So you must show that you're fully vaccinated and then do a test before going to the concert. Yes, I have seen people, not people. I've seen that outside of Korea that this is how the concerts are able to happen with the people there. And now in Korea, given we haven't opened any concerts yet. But the thing is, I found out that is that his last name? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Chung Se-un. So Chung Se-un, he's a solo artist in Starship. You guys know him, right? Se-un, he was also in Produce 101. So I found out that he's doing a fan meeting 2 days from now. So this upcoming weekend. And I'm pretty sure Korean government didn't allow concerts yet this soon. Like I think they're gonna allow it next month, November, but I don't think now. But I don't know. So I'm gonna wait and see how that's gonna work out. But I personally have not really seen how concerts are happening in Korea yet. So the thing is, I'm not sure if like they're checking if you're fully vaccinated or doing a test before the concert. I'm not sure. I haven't seen or heard of anything like that. So I'm not sure what's going on in Korea, but I do know that they're going to be very strict about like, social distance. You must wear a mask the whole time. Like you can't talk or scream or do anything during the concert. You could only sit there silently while watching. Yeah, I know, but that's a good thing to do, honestly, to make sure like nothing comes out of you, which is how the virus spreads, so they're gonna make sure that everyone is like silent the whole entire time at the concert. But then keep that in mind, is that even fun to enjoy a concert in silence? Like it's only the artist singing and dancing, which is great to see, of course, but then we, the audience, we have to stay silent the whole entire time. It's not like we're watching a movie, it's a concert. Like it's so different from watching a movie. So I don't know. So I personally don't think that's very enjoyable to see a concert in Korea. So that's also another thing why I don't think I want to go, not only because of safety, but yeah, so many things going on. And so yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure like what exactly is the best way to go about a concert and making sure that everyone is safe. And like if someone that went to that concert ended up getting COVID, man, that's just a big mess. Everyone has to get tested and then everyone has to be in quarantine. Like I really don't want to ever have to go through that, So that's why I really, really don't want to go to a concert anytime soon until I know for sure like it's really, really safe enough to go. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So I wonder, the concerts all around the world. Like I wonder if they do find a person that got COVID at that concert, like do they really contact trace everyone and then everyone goes into quarantine? I wonder how they go about it. But it seems like no one has caught COVID at a concert so far. I don't know. At least I haven't heard news about it, but I don't even know if it would go on the news. I don't know. So yeah, guys, I'm very curious. Like if your country already is doing concerts, like let me know how it's been going there. Ricky says GOT7 wants to do an album together again. They said that. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. So that must help make you, if anyone here is an Agase, that must make you guys feel good. So I'm glad that GOT7 did say that, and that. Yeah, I'll look forward to that whenever GOT7 makes their own music and album, but JYP is not associated with it at all. I'm very curious how would that be. So I would love to look forward to that. A new GOT7 comeback. That would be so amazing. Enrique says star poop. I'm not a swearer, I personally don't, but I totally agree with you in the feels of you saying that, Rike. Okay, so Star Poop wouldn't give MX their rights for the name for sure. 100%. I'm okay. I mean, I'm. It's very strong of me to say 100%, but I feel pretty sure, given how Sistar was, and then Boyfriend, they were another K-pop group under Starship. Nothing happened after they left Starship, and Starship of course never wants to give them anything after you leave the company. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean, right? So I feel 99.9% that Starship would not let Monster X guys keep Monster X name, like copyright, and most likely won't let them keep the name Monbebe. And so same thing with Wano. I'm pretty sure they won't have them keep the name for his fandom Weenie. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not gonna. So yeah, you guys know how Star Poop is. You guys know. So yeah, agree. Marcella says, LOL, can't wait for airport photos again. It's been so long. Oh my gosh, yeah, airport photos. Keep in mind though, they won't allow big crowds at the airport though. So I don't know if the airport photos really will be very nice in all honesty, but I mean in some sense, it's kind of like wow, it's been so long seeing them at the airport. So that kind of feeling. I understand you, Marcellus. I understand you, but keep expectations low. That's all yeah. I mean, we all should, I mean, yeah, expectations low. The airport is like more heavily guarded because of COVID and stuff. So yeah, but but definitely, yeah, it'll be interesting to see them at the airport after so long. Yeah, yeah. Um, Joey is here. Oh my goodness! Again, can't believe you guys are able to join me at this time. So hey, Joey. She says, I'm here and late for comments. No worries. We're just chatting about random stuff. She says I was on a conference call, but I am watching. Though I can't listen. It's okay. And she says, "How are you? What did I miss?" So, you're watching, but you can't listen. So I don't know if you know what's been happening, but welcome. That's so nice of you to even join. Yeah, so we just talking about random stuff. Like I talked about how I'm gonna get my second vaccine shot soon, and about shopping and stuff. If anyone out there still wants my help for shopping, even though I'm still on break, it's still okay. So ask me no matter what. And then we talked about all the K-pop news, like MX is doing lots of stuff. Wano is also doing lots of stuff. I'm gonna go back to that conversation that Minhyuk's radio show is ending next week, which I'm still so sad about. Okay, yeah. So the so far all the things we talked about, and yeah, and I still am talking about it. Agape says, they really want to do an album together. Great to hear, but all members are busy on their own. Right, right. So Jin Young, okay, Jin Young is an active actor now. Wow. And Jackson is in China promoting with Panther Pack. Okay, okay. The team, does he pronounce his last name Wang or Wong? I think it's Wong, Jackson Wang. I know, I think he's pronounced Wang. Okay, Team Wang Group, and then Marcus in the USA. Oh, so they're all doing their own thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it'll be a while until we have a new GOT7 album then, but at least they say they will do it one day, but it seems like not anytime soon. So hopefully, um, at least within a year. That's my home. Within a year, I think it's possible they can do it, but we'll see. So that's good to know. Thank you, Agabebe, for all this info. But Agabebe says so it's pretty difficult, right? Right. But they said that they're going to figure how to make it for us. Aga said, I'm not in a rush for a comeback. I want them to concentrate in individual promotions as long as they want. Correct, correct. And you know what? That's basically what every fan thinks about, right? Yeah. So you want them to do what they want to do the most, right? And they all want to pursue their individual things first. Totally okay. And yeah, no pressure, of course, no pressure for them to do the group album anytime soon. Yeah, I mean, as long as they say they want to do it, that's the biggest thing. If they say they want to do it and it's going to happen one day, that's all you need. Okay, that makes me happy, just knowing that they said that they will want to do it. So in terms of like when, hopefully within a year. I mean, that's possible. If not within a year, it's okay. As long as they say that they do plan to do it, I'll be looking forward to it. As well as the other Aga says that are here. Yeah, we'll all be looking forward to it. Barbara's here. Oh my gosh, long time no see, Barbara. She says, "Hey, hello, I made it. Yeah, I'm here for possibly just another 30 minutes. So very good timing. Hi again." Riki says, watching a concert in silence. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen in Korea. So far, I feel like they're not gonna um what's the word I'm looking for? I'm losing my English these days. So it seems like, yeah, they're not gonna get rid of that rule anytime soon, that yeah, concerts and musicals and whatever, like big gathering, they won't have people like talking or shouting, because that's one way to catch COVID when it comes out of you. So yeah, and yeah, it's just weird. A concert in silence. I really don't know that I really want to see that. So yeah. A Barbara says we have iHeart Jingle Ball. Yeah, yeah, coming in December. That's right. Yeah, yeah. I've talked about that already. It seems like it's still gonna happen. Like, oh, they announced that BTS is going to the LA one, right? But Monster X is not going to the LA one. And I think that's definitely done on purpose. Like, because BTS is already there, like sadly Monster X would be overshadowed. You know what I mean? So I think that was a good thing to not have Monster X go there, but it's just still kind of weird seeing that kind of competition in a sense. But no one can compete against BTS. Okay, no one. We all know this, but yeah, that's just. Anyways, I feel like Monster X going to Jingle Ball because they're going to like multiple cities. I'm pretty sure the main reason is to promote their English album, given the English album is dropping December 10th, and then the first Jingle Ball concert is like 12, 13, 14, one of those days. I can't remember, but so yeah, their main purpose is just to promote the album. So yeah, don't think too much about it, because they're not going to LA but BTS. Yeah, I hope people are not thinking too much about it. But yeah, so let's just think of it that way. It's mainly to promote their album, and yeah, and like it'll be their first overseas trip ever since the pandemic started. So that's pretty exciting. But of course, I'm still worried. In my opinion, yeah, only my sole opinion, I'm still worried for anyone that's going overseas, and then what's the all the risk that can happen, especially when you're going to be around so many people. And also in USA, I know there are many people that don't want to wear a mask because they say, I'm fully vaccinated, I don't need to wear a mask. But sadly, we don't know if you have COVID, even if you're fully vaccinated. So everyone should be wearing masks, but I feel like many people won't be. So that's why I'm just really worried for Monsta X. Will they really be okay? But hopefully, surely, I really hope they come back to Korea safe and sound. So yeah, so I'll be a little bit anxious in December, in all honesty. So I need to like get away from social media because I really don't want to hear news of anything that would cause some kind of just yeah. Anyways, hopefully everything will be okay. But if you guys are going to any Jingle Ball concerts, please go safely as always. Of course, please wear a mask. Don't if you're one of those people that don't believe in wearing masks, like I don't know what to say to you. Mask is another barrier to help against catching COVID. Okay, I mean, I don't know why people are so against it, but yeah. So yeah, just do your part to stay safe, to protect yourself and everyone around you. Um, um, Marcella says, am excited for November comeback. I am too, but it's gonna be weird without Shaunu. I know. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that now. So yeah, this will be their first Korean album as a 5-member group. So at least with One of a Kind, it had all of them there. Like it was, Shawnu's last thing to do with Monsta X before he went to the military. But it was so sad that he couldn't, perform with them though. So I was, oh, just so sad. But yeah, his health comes first, of course. So he just had to rest during that whole time. So yeah, so technically we're already used to 5 members performing. We're kind of already used to it. But I mean, but when we see the album though, Shawnu's not going to be in the album. Most likely not, right? Unless did they prepare all the photos before he enlisted in the military? Who knows? Because they prepared a lot of things with Shaunu before he went to the military. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they still somehow included Shaunu in this album. Who knows? Like maybe they would still have his photo card in this album. I don't know. I'm so curious. But oh my gosh, who knows? Maybe he already recorded some of the songs. I don't know. Okay, but okay, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Shaunu already recorded all the English songs. So in this new album, this new English album, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in the album. Yeah, because he also had the member only cover. Yeah. So so for sure Shawn is in the new English album. But this Korean album, it's a question mark for now. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do include Shaunu in this album. It would be so interesting. Wouldn't it? It would be so interesting. So we will wait and see. Yeah, we'll wait and see. But regardless, if Shaunu's not in the album or not, like it's understandable. He's in the military. So yeah, so I'll be totally fine with a album of only the 5 members, but definitely it is weird. Definitely be the first album, I'll be buying that's only 5 of them. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Yeah, and then the other members should be going to the military soon. So I don't know. So I wonder, like, would they continue making albums when it's only like 4 members and then 3 members and then 2 members? I don't know. So that's why I personally would prefer them all to enlist in the military at the same time. Like, I don't, yeah, it's just my preference though. But let them do what they want to do. But yeah, I think it'll be very, very strange see them decrease one by one, and then whatever the albums and comeback that they do together. But yeah, but at least with just the 5 members it's still doable for sure. But then once like one more leaves, I'll be like, it's so weird. But going on that topic, so Minhyuk, his radio show, Vogue Sheep Show, is gonna be ending next week. So next week is the final episode. That's what he said in the show yesterday. And that's so sudden. I wish they could at least tell us beforehand, because the thing is, Minhyuk recorded yesterday's radio show last week. So he knew about this since last week, but he couldn't tell us until this aired yesterday. I'm like, why? If you guys already knew 2 weeks ago. Anyways, I really don't like it when they always have to say things last minute. But yeah, so next week is gonna be the last show. But then the Wednesday after that is Minhyuk's birthday. So Minhyuk's birthday, November 3rd, is on a Wednesday, and it's the week after that. But he's not gonna be doing his radio show on his birthday, which would have been so perfect. But sadly, they're not gonna do it. Yeah, so it's just really, really sad and disappointed, right? So I'm hoping maybe since they did this for Honey's birthday, having him guest on Midnight Idol for his birthday, the radio show that aired on his birthday. I'm hoping maybe they would do that for Minhyuk, for maybe he'll be a guest on Midnight Idol and then celebrate his birthday there. That would be so nice. I really hope they do it. Now, neighbor, now if you're listening to me, that would be perfect. If you do that, then I would forgive you for, announcing these things late and not able to do Vogue Ship Show on Minhyuk's actual birthday. But yeah, so we for now have to wait and see. what's gonna happen? And yeah, but yeah. So, anyways, it just happened yesterday, right when they announced that Minhyuk's radio show is ending. And like he's been doing this radio show for a year and 3 months, and so after a year and 3 months, it's gonna come to an end. And then he said the reason that they're ending Vogue Sheep Show now is that he said, well, I'm gonna be on tour soon, and then he said, like, there's always the possibility that like I could have someone take over me, like substitute for me on the show while he's out doing Monster X stuff. Like he said that could have been a possibility, but he said he didn't want to do that. That that wouldn't make him feel good for some reason. But I understand, yeah, to have someone substitute for you for a long period of time, like it's better if someone else just takes over the whole show in general. So I wonder if maybe Vogue Sheep Show, like if they're gonna just replace Minhyuk with a new host that will take over that kind of style of like drawing. While doing the radio show and interviewing people. So like I'm like I don't know if they will totally end Vogue Ship Show, or maybe they will just replace Minhyuk the host with a new host. So we'll wait and see what will happen. But yeah, so I understand Minhyuk is a very busy person. Like I'm shocked that he didn't leave the radio show earlier, because he was so busy, and he always looked so tired when he was like you know doing so many things. And then I watched him on Neighbor Now show, and he looks so exhausted. I'm like, man, how long could he be doing this? But I'm glad that he was able to do it for as long as he could. And I think since now, I'm preparing for 2 albums, and they're gonna go to America, Jingle Ball, and then North American tour soon. I think it makes sense that to end the end the radio show now. But if Minhyuk is ending his show now, what about Juhani and Hyungwon for Idol Radio, and then Gion and Ian for Midnight Idol? Doesn't this not make sense if they keep doing the radio show? That doesn't make sense, right? Because given that Minhyuk says the excuse is because of Monster X going on tour, then what about the other guys? So then I'm thinking the other guys will end their radio show soon too. They have to be, right? If not, I'll be very, very suspicious. You guys get what I mean, right? So yeah, so I'm guessing, yeah, the other guys have to end their radio show soon too. And then also most likely they'll be enlisting in the military soon. So that's also another reason, could be to end their radio shows soon. Yeah, so I'm just preparing. Okay, and I hope you guys are too. Let's just prepare for anything. So at least for now, we have the first thing ending, which is Minhyuk's radio show. Yeah, and I'm still sad. But we'll see what happens next week. Radio show. It should be him doing it live. It should be. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully he'll end on a good note next week. Hopefully it won't make me cry. Pretty sure it wouldn't. I sure hope not. But yeah, so maybe I'll come again, do a live next week to talk to you guys about how he did his last radio show. Hopefully it'll be ending on a good note. Yeah. Marcella says, when we see the music video, I mean, okay, you're right, Marcella. Okay, no, and I see your crying emoji, which almost made me cry too. No, let's not cry. Okay, but good point. It will be the first music video we see with only 5 of them. That's a good point, Marcellus. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it will be weird. Yeah, I sure hope this doesn't last for a long time. I really want just all of them to enlist, finish your military service, and then come back all as 6 or 7. We don't know. We will see if like they can come back as 7 later. Anyway, that's a discussion for another time. But yeah, I'd rather see that than having to deal with like all these like breakups. Feels like a breakup basically. When things end and then things are like different. It's just so many. It's just yeah. Anyways, yeah. Marcellus understands. It just really makes us sad. Okay, we can't help it. Of course, we feel sad. So hopefully they know what we want, and I don't know. We'll wait and see. Okay. So I'll be here with you guys during those times. Whenever anything emotional happens, I will come to a live. Okay. So okay, one thing at a time. It's not happening yet, but let's just all prepare, and then I'll be here when anything emotional things happen. Okay, guys. So yeah. Melissa says, I'm pretty sure one of the articles announcing the comeback said that Shanu didn't participate in the Korean album. Okay, thank you, Melissa, for telling me. I didn't read any of the Korean articles about it, but also I didn't see people talking about it. So interesting. Or maybe I just wasn't on Twitter that much to hear about those things. But I didn't hear any Korean fans talking about it. But maybe it's just not important to them. Who knows? Okay, I don't know. But okay, good to know. Yeah, so Shanu for sure is not going to be in the album. Okay, so they didn't prepare anything before he enlisted. Only prepare for the English album. Yeah, for sure. I know for sure that he did prepare that, but not for the new Korean album. That makes sense. Honestly, that makes sense. There's no way they could have prepared all of this before he enlisted in July, and right now it's October. So Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so yeah, let's all prepare for a five-member Monster X album, music video, all that stuff. Yeah, we knew this would happen. We knew this would happen. Like they always come back with an album either in October or November, the Korean album. I mean, so I knew it was gonna happen eventually, and so yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that this had to happen. Oh goodness, yeah, yeah. We'll be okay. We'll be okay, guys. We're still gonna love it, okay? We're still gonna buy the album. We're still gonna enjoy it. Just gonna be unfamiliar, right? It's just gonna be weird, but we'll get through it, guys. It'll be okay. Um, Melissa says, I'm hoping that they do all enlist soonish. Glad you agree with me, Melissa. Like if the 93s, yeah, go together and the rap line go together, we could have all the monsters back in time for their 10th anniversary. Wow, that makes me so emotional thinking about their 10th anniversary. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking too. And by 93s, I'm also including Hyungwon. Hyungwon is included in 93, so I'm also thinking about 102. So Melissa and everyone in the 93, yeah, 10 included, that they all go at around the same time. Yes, and then rap line, Juhani and I am go. Like, yeah, it would be so nice. By their 10th anniversary, everyone be there. It's gonna make me cry so much, guys. I'm sure you guys are gonna cry too. Yeah. I hope that would be ideal. I hope so. We'll see, guys. We'll see. I really hope they just, I really hope, like, I really want it for my own selfish, thing, of course. And like, maybe, I can't help but admit it. Yeah. But, anyways, like, I just really don't want to wait for them so long. But then for the guys, though, I think they don't really want to go to the military super soon. And I understand. So, of course, I want them to do what they want to do. But I also hope they, kind of think of our feelings too. We don't want to wait for them for such a long time. So, we'll see what they decide on, but I'll accept whatever they decide on too. So prepare for anything, guys. Yeah. Okay. So Sylvia says, I'm still feeling weird that Minhyuk announced so suddenly. Sylvia, I agree with you too. But then here's the thing with Monster X, they always announce things last minute all the time. But I do agree though, to announce it so sudden. Like, I don't know, did Neighbor Now do that for past hosts, past radio hosts? Do they also announce so sudden? Like, oh, I'm leaving next week. Like, I wonder. Sure, I wonder. So I don't know if it's only Minhyuk, but yeah, I still, yeah, I didn't really like hearing that announcement so sudden. It really didn't make me feel good last night. But yeah, we'll see how things play out later. Yeah, so yeah. Barbara says, photos I've seen, I think Shanu is on an album cover. I think individual covers like All About Love. Yeah. So that's even more confirmation. Yeah, Shanu is for sure in the new English album, and he even has his own cover. Yeah, just like how they did for All About Love. Yeah, each one getting their own cover. Yeah. So he will be in the new English album. Marcella says, to be honest, I was never over Wano leaving MX. Marcella, before I read the rest of your comments, I'm still the same. It's almost a 2-year anniversary of when Wano left Monster X. If you guys know, it was on Halloween actually, so that's why I'm not a huge fan of Halloween, because that was not a fun day for all of us, I assume, 2 years ago. But yeah, I'm still, what's the word? I'm still kind of traumatized by it. Yeah, how can you really be over it? Because that was such a big thing that happened to us. But anyways, yes. Marcella says, but I guess we shouldn't stay grateful that Monster X has stayed booked and busy. So let's enjoy this comeback for sure. Of course, Marcellus. I agree with you on that. Like, no matter what, okay, no matter what, I love all 7 members a lot, and I'm sure you guys agree with me too, right? So even if they decide that all 7 of them want to do their own individual things, I will support all 7 guys individually. I will. It's gonna be so exhausting, that's for sure. It will be, but I will be that kind of fan. Like, I am with MX7 for life, basically, whether they stay as a group or all go their separate ways. I support all 7 of them until the end. I'm pretty sure I will, but unless they do something terrible, hopefully not. Like have you guys seen, like, recently, not recently, but just it happens every so often where like a Korean celebrity gets canceled over something, but it's getting canceled over something that they did in the past that was really, really terrible. So it's just very, very unfortunate that they did that. But it's not something that we can what I mean by we, like the Korean public, I guess, that it's like, knowing that you did that, it still shows that your character, in some sense, that you actually did such a terrible thing in your past. So anyways, yeah, it's both a pro and con of like getting canceled over something that you did in the past. But but still, it was a terrible thing, and so anyways, yeah, so I'm really hoping, like, all of MX guys, they don't have anything super terrible that they did in the past that will come back after them. I know Wano kind of had that because that's kind of why he left Monster X, but he is an innocent person. I hope everyone knows that he's an innocent person, but Starship still did not want him back in Monster X, which is terrible. Okay, and I still hate Starship for that, but yeah, so when we were teenagers, we did dumb stuff. Like, yeah, that's understandable. But then, if you did something that was kind of like a crime, then of course that's a different story. But anyways, I want to believe MX guys didn't do anything that serious. So for me personally, if anything so serious like that happened, then of course I can't really support them the same way. But I'm hoping that all of MX guys, they're all great people. They don't have any, terrible thing they did in the past. So I really hope, when they decide to become a celebrity, that they know that they are okay to be a celebrity and that nothing will ever happen to get them canceled. Hopefully not. So I just really hope that they all prepare themselves appropriately for that. But yeah, but okay, so that's the only thing. That's the only exception that would actually make me not support them anymore if they ever did something so terrible. But I want to believe all seven of them are great, great people, and they know to not do terrible things because that's basically throwing their career away if they ever do something so terrible. So hopefully they're all going to be fine. And yeah, and I'm going to support them however they are. So, we're going to have a Monster X album with only 5 guys. I'm still going to support it, of course. And then later, if 4, 3, 2, 1, I mean, it's gonna be weird, but I'm still gonna support him no matter what, right? So yeah, and I do the same thing for Wano. Everything he does, I mean, except I'm not going to their concerts anytime soon. But anyways, I still support them in every way that I can and that I'm happy with. And yeah, I hope you guys all do the same too. So yeah. Yeah. But let's not talk about Wano leaving Monster X. I mentioned like it's gonna be the two-year anniversary of it, but it's not an anniversary to celebrate, okay? But it's just something, I think about, during this time 2 years ago. That was a really, really hard time for me, but probably for you guys too, right? But yeah, let's not think about that. Who knows? Maybe Wano might do something like for Halloween, and I would totally be okay with that. It would be nice if Wano does something to to make us like not remember like it's a sad day, but maybe he'll make it into a fun thing, do something for Halloween. Maybe Monster X guys would do something for Halloween. Didn't they do that last year? Or maybe 2 years ago? No, they did last year. Last year they did for Halloween. So maybe they'll do another thing for Halloween this year. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate them doing those things actually. It makes me, remember that, it's kind of a happy time and not think about the bad things that happened during that time. And then Minhyuk's birthday is coming up soon, and then Gion's birthday is coming up in a few weeks. So yeah, so it's gonna be, let's look forward to, all the fun things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I think that's it. But also Idol Radio is gonna start in 10 minutes. So I think this will be the last things we'll talk about, and I'm gonna go. And then if you guys are gonna watch Idol Radio too, Youngjae of GOT7 is gonna be a guest on there. So yeah, Agabe, I'm pretty sure is gonna watch it. But yeah, hope you guys will enjoy watching it. And then Midnight Idol today is just only gonna be Gion and I am talking, like reading what fans sent to them and just talking amongst themselves. But it will be a live broadcast today. So the past 3 days of Midnight Idol, they were all pre-recorded like last week, but then finally today is gonna be their first time doing a live broadcast this week. So yeah, so you guys wanted to know. Midnight Idol today is gonna be live. So yeah, should be a fun time. Yeah. So anyway, it's gonna be a fun day. Okay, yeah. So let's think of the positive, and these are the last comments I'm gonna read, and then I'm gonna go. Mm, uh. Oh, okay. So not many people commented. Okay, so Barbara says Wano's Japanese album drops October 27th. Yes, I mentioned that earlier in this live, but thank you for mentioning it again, Barbara. Yes. So we have Monster X news. We already talked about that. But Wano, he's gonna drop his Japanese single or album. I guess it's an album, right? Yeah, next week, October 27th. So very excited for that because I remember seeing the teaser for his Japanese song, and it sounds really nice. Like Wano, of course, he makes great songs. I'm pretty sure he made these songs too in his Japanese album. I'm pretty sure he did. But yeah, he makes wonderful songs. I'm always looking forward to any of his future music that he makes. And then apparently he should be making an English album too. I feel like it was in an article that I read that Wano is also preparing an English album, but I'm not too sure um about it because since MX is going to be in December, then what about Wano for his? I don't know. So we'll wait and see about that. But I feel like eventually they're going to announce about Wano English album. And yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna wait a few minutes just in case if you guys have any like ending thoughts to say, or if you just want to say bye, I'll wait a few minutes, but I am gonna go super soon. But thanks you guys for joining me on tea chatting number 2. Felt good to talk about these things, to be honest, because like I said, I don't have one vivid friend, so it's really nice to talk about these things with you guys. I thought there was more news to talk about, but I think that's all, right? Yeah. I felt like we talked about everything, but for some reason I feel like there's more. Like, or maybe my expectation is that there's gonna be more coming up later, and I just, gosh, I just so many things to think about and prepare. But we're gonna be busy until the end of this year, right? Yeah, I know, right? But should be fun. Okay, should be fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next live after I go through whatever I go through for my second vaccine shot. So wish me luck, guys. And any current customers, if you guys are watching this, or future customers, feel free to still message me about anything, and I'll respond to you guys when I can. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so these are the last things I'll read and then I'll go. Okay, Marcella says, okay, bye. Yes, bye there. Sylvia says, had a great time today too. I'm glad, Sylvia, you just joined for like a bit, but I'm glad you had fun. Okay, I'm glad. So it's great to hear and see you next time, hopefully, Sylvia. Melissa says, bye and thank you. You're welcome. But Melissa, nice to see you after so long. So yes, thank you for joining and see you next time, hopefully. Barbara says, glad I got a chance to catch you and everyone. Yes, me too, Barbara. I know sometimes you haven't caught us on our lives, but I'm really glad that you were able to catch this one. How nice, which is basically me like updating about everything. So great to see you here. Great, guys. Okay, so you guys do whatever you need to do, or if you guys gonna watch the radio shows, have fun watching them. And until next time, hopefully soonish, hopefully. But I okay. Anyways, until next time, and hopefully no new drama happen. I mean, not in the sense of like a TV drama, but like some kind of unexpected news, right? Hopefully nothing anytime soon. There's already been too many news dropping these days. I just want a break. So hopefully no new news for a while. But who knows? Okay, until next time, guys. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.